Good evening, sir and ma'am.
एक मिनट. Hello. Hi.
Hello. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Hi, good evening.
It is really nice to see you both together here. Actually, काफी सारे aspirants काफी time से request कर रहे थे कि सृष्टि मैम और नागार्जुन सर को साथ में यहाँ पे live पे लेकर आया जाए. And we are really thankful to you both that you are here today.
Thank you. That's great. It's a great opportunity for us actually. So, great.
First of all, I want to congratulate you both for your engagement.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So, ma'am, as we know that you started your preparation during your engineering days, that you were doing your bachelor's and along with that you thought of preparing for UPSC. So, how did you manage both the things together, your degree and UPSC preparation? Because it is not easy.
The major constraint which comes in when you are preparing for something along with your college is the time management. And if we are able to squeeze out, capture whatever chunks of time we get for our preparation, then we can organize our prep in a better manner. So the first thing would be I tried to squeeze out time. I used to take like half an hour to go from my home to college. I used to read the newspaper at that time. Coming back, I used to complete the newspaper. Then when it comes to the college exams, 1.5 months before, I would completely focus on my engineering subjects. So it's a mix of both managing time well and planning nicely. You need to understand. You need to plan for weeks to come, for months to come, and so you know what subject, what topic you will cover, and how you will sort of do both the things.
और मैम आपके ये माइंड में ख्याल कैसे आया कि आपको सिविल सर्विसेज के लिए प्रिपेयर करना है?
Civil service or maybe IS, I think, was somewhere in the back of my mind since the childhood days. I might have seen some collectors like that in my school. So it was a kind of a childhood dream, but I actually thought seriously about it only in my college. So a lot of students, if you are in school, I would rather say that it's okay to keep it as a goal of your life, but you should focus on your graduation. You should focus on the subjects that you're studying. If you are in say 10th or 12th standard, and not worry about your case examination at that point of time.
Okay. Now, coming to you, sir, you were working full time, and along with that, you started preparing for civil services. Now, this again is a very difficult task because work along with civil services actually takes a lot of time and a lot of time
Yeah.
from your day. So, how did you manage both your work as well as the preparation?
See, many of the aspirants would not be able to go take coaching or completely they can't dedicate their preparation. So for those who have to work and so at the same time who have to prepare for civils. So what I would like to suggest is pick up some job which you'll where the work is sort of minimal in nature, and so it's not like you can pick up something where you will have to work for 10 hours, 12 hours a day, and you cannot expect yourself to prepare for civil. So in that sense, I also picked up a job. So in Mandya District Hospital, where I could spend or I could take out at least 6 to 8 hours a day, somehow squeeze in between my job as well as after the job hours. So that's how I would ask all the aspirants to choose the job. So choosing the job wisely is what is required when it comes to preparing this job. So you can't expect a person who like an engineer who has to give some 10 to 12 hours every day working from home also. So they can't do it, or they can't take out so much of hours for civil service preparation. So that's what I would like to say about it.
Okay. So, sir, seeing you both, we can say that one can prepare along with their graduation, along with their work. It just depends how you manage your time and choosing the right kind of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, ma'am, I would like to ask you that a lot of aspirants ask this question that when is the right time to prepare for civil service examination? Like what age and what time one must think that yes, now I want to go for civil services.
वन थिंग दैट आई हैव लर्नड जब मैं अकेडमी गई और मैं सबसे मिली वहाँ पे, तो एक चीज़ जो मैंने सीखी वो ये है कि everybody has a different journey, everybody comes from very different backgrounds. Some have worked in private sector for like 8 to 9 years, then they are in civil service along with me. Some have some have directly come, do not have any job, like I did not do any job at all. So everybody has a different life story. देयर इज नो एग्जैक्ट वन टाइम जो हम कह सकते हैं ना कि अब आप प्रिपरेशन शुरू कर दो. आई थिंक इट्स वेरी पर्सनल थिंग, बट एक छोटी चीज हम ये कह सकते हैं दैट एक बेसिक बैकअप अगर करियर का हो, suppose for example I took chemical engineering, so in case I would not have qualified, I would have relied on my engineering background, or anything like that. I mean, you should have a graduation subject of your own which you can rely on as a backup. And after that, whenever you feel that this is it comes from within, you feel like I have to do, this is the only thing that I need to give it a shot. वो समय बस एग्जैक्ट होगा आपके लिए, तब आप शुरू कर दीजिए. तो एग्जैक्ट कोई ये टाइम नहीं है, अपने हिसाब से अकॉर्डिंग टू योर ओन जर्नी वन शुड.
वो पर्सन टू पर्सन डिपेंड करता है कि कब उसके अंदर से ये चीज आती है. एग्जैक्टली. सो सर, आई वुड लाइक टू
आई जस्ट ऐड वन थिंग यहाँ पे कि एक बार आपने जब सोच लिया है कि this is the only thing, then you should not back off. We should not be having thoughts in mind that whether or not I should give this exam or not. Once you've decided, then don't go back. Then dedicate your everything that you can.
Okay. So sir, I would like to ask you कि काफी सारे aspirants पूछते हैं कितना time हमें दिन में invest करना चाहिए? How much time must be invested in preparation? Like some people say that you have to study for 16 hours and 20 hours and you do not have to sleep or eat or do anything except studying. So is it true? How much time must be invested?
No, like again, this is very personal choice and very individualistic कि आप कितना time दे सकते हो. So, but I would say वो जो बोलते हैं कि 16 hours we have to give or 20 hours will be study, we have to study for 2-3 years to clear this. So वो सब झूठ है. That's what I can say. So and I would say like 8 to 10 hours a day should be sufficient. So enough, because you are like not preparing it for a month or so. So you are preparing for 1 or 2 years at a stretch. So 8 to 10 hours a day. So every single day, and for the time with the exams like prelims and mains approaching, giving 12 or pushing as far as you can. So it may be 12 hours, it may be 12, 13, 14 hours, or it may go till 15, 16 hours also. So pushing as much as you can, or giving only in that stretch, only in that exam stretch, and only in that stretch only you can do. So it's very inhuman to expect anybody to read 15 hours a day every day for 2 hours. So it is matter. It's not possible also, and if it is possible, well and good. But 8 to 10 hours should be sufficient, is what I feel.
Okay. So ma'am, I would like to ask you कि aspirants जब start करते हैं, जब सोचते हैं कि उन्हें civil services की preparation करनी है, तो वो basic strategy बनाना और अपनी sitting habit को create करना, ये कैसे करना चाहिए उन्हें? बिकॉज शुरू से हर कोई इंसान उतना हैबिचुअल नहीं होता है 4 घंटे या 3 घंटे या 2 घंटे भी पढ़ने के. तो हाउ टू क्रिएट दैट हैबिट?
राइट. हैबिट क्रिएशन एंड क्रिएटिंग दैट मोमेंटम, उसमें समय लग जाता है. दिस इज अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. या ये जो मोमेंटम क्रिएट करने में टाइम लगता है, इसके लिए व्हाट वी कैन डू इज वन थिंग, यू कैन स्टार्ट विद अ सब्जेक्ट दैट इंटरेस्ट्स यू. फॉर एग्जांपल न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था. सो व्हेनेवर द डे स्टार्टेड आई यूज्ड टू लाइक devote at least 1.5 hours around for reading the newspaper. That would kickstart my day. If I would have started by history or geography, which did not interest me much, I think मैं ज़्यादा और नहीं पढ़ पाती. So first thing is start with something that interests you. Second thing is take regular breaks. You cannot expect yourself to focus on something continuously for more than 45 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours. So plan your study well. आप 1 घंटा पढ़िए, उसके बाद 15 मिनट का या 5 मिनट का ब्रेक लीजिए. उसके बाद again stretch for 2 hours, then take a break. So धीरे धीरे करके habit create होगी. And third thing is do not sleep. which I always say, do not sleep without planning the next day. When we wake up, we have different thoughts. We can, we may इधर उधर हम सोचने लग जाएंगे. रात को ये टाइम करके सोच लीजिए कि कल मैं कितना, क्या टॉपिक, क्या कब कब पढ़ूंगा. So the next day is planned. You do not leave it on yourself. So you need to schedule your time well. Choose the subject which you are interested in, and have regular breaks.
Okay, sure, ma'am. As we know that in civil service examination, the success rate is too low. So, what do you have to say about a plan B? Like many people say, you need to have a plan B, but sometimes people say that you do not need a plan B. You need to focus on your one plan, and that is all. So, what do you have to say about plan B in personal studies?
if you have watched aspirant series उसमें इसके ऊपर एक I think episode भी है plan B के ऊपर. So I would say like as suggested in that also, and as every aspirant, so everybody will have a plan B. So you need to have a plan B. So you given the success rate of less than 1% overall success rate. So if you take it like if you want to become an IAS only, then it is less than 0.01%, I would say. So utna low success rate mein you can't expect yourself to make it into the list always. So you'll have to have a plan B. So it's a matter of luck. So sometimes to be in the list, and which all the officers who have cleared this, we know that. So it's not like the one who didn't clear or the one who at least till mains or interview तक जो आए हैं. So the ones who didn't clear, it's not that they didn't deserve.